And so this is what happens when your hair is just a little too short to fully hit that ponytail. Yeah, it's getting there though. I have a legit nub now. Welcome. Today, I wanted to kind of share and do a little compare and contrast of some of my initial impressions of StitchFix and THREDUP. So both of these services are subscriptions that you can pick whether or not you want to do it on a quarterly basis, on a monthly basis. I think you can do it on a monthly basis, etc. And I just did get a chance to try the THREDUP Goody Box. Now I want to do a little compare and contrast of THREDUP versus StitchFix initial impressions based on box 1. So I got StitchFix box about 3 months ago and kept a few of the pieces. I did it because a friend shared a link to a $100 credit that I could be used towards my first StitchFix box. So for initial impressions, they both, StitchFix and THREDUP, have similar questionnaires. However, I feel like StitchFix did go the extra mile to ask about weight and very specific details on undergarment sizing too. And I definitely don't remember THREDUP asking about my weight. And I don't know if I remember undergarment sizing coming up either. I think their questions were just a little bit simpler. But part of what intrigued me about THREDUP is that their clothes are gently used secondhand. So I like the fact that I'm helping to love some pre-loved items instead of buying brand new pieces. And then also I like the fact that the pricing is just a little bit easier for the average consumer. StitchFix does end up generally costing close to $50 plus per item. And THREDUP pieces start at about $20-ish. And then of course you can pick more expensive pieces, especially if you're looking for certain secondhand designer labels. So without further ado, here's the box. I know I called this an unboxing, but I did have to open it up just to see how much time I have on the return dates. So right on the top of my box is, it looks like my little return packet in case I find pieces that don't really fit me or that I don't like. And then I have my invoice listing, it looks like they gave me about 10 items and they listed off the sizes as well as estimated retail versus the THREDUP price. And I have to say I'm pretty favorably impressed if these are accurate, and I believe that they are just from my experience with the preferred brands that I put and the brands they put in my box. It does seem pretty accurate and the savings are pretty awesome. Some of these are about, gosh, almost an 80% savings on some of these or more. So favorably impressed. And I will say right off the bat, I do appreciate that THREDUP is going to give me about 7 days from the date of delivery to return any items that I don't like with these labels, and I'll see if they give me another bag. Let me see. So, oh, so they just started the goodie boxes. Nice to know I'm a first. Cool. So they send about 10 to 15 amazing secondhand items from the brands you love at the prices you love. Nice. So they gave me a little welcome. This was not what I thought it was going to be in here. Okay. Here's my return label. And telling me a little blurb about the company and kind of like thanks for using us. So that's cool. So that's what came in that little box. So I have my invoice and stuff. Let's see how well they matched me to these items. I'm kind of excited. It's like a box of chocolates. Okay, so we have some Polka Dotty tissue paper. Oh, all right. Okay. An initial impression on the items on the top, not quite what I was looking for, but I will say I don't feel like I got a ton of outfits to pick from. You know, when you're clicking through, they have a little quiz and they're like, hey, do you like this style of outfit or this style of outfit? I don't feel like I got a ton. I kind of feel like on those things you need to give people closer to 20 different mixed and matched outfit options to really get a better assessment of their style versus sending them. I think I had about 8 outfits to choose from. I think you need a bigger number. It's quick to go through. It gives your designer that they pick and assign to you to craft and curate your box. It gives them a better visual overall of what you like. So I don't feel like I was quite able to give them everything that would really fit me. So right off the bat, oh gosh, are all these tags loose? Okay, these tags are loose. I guess it's not specific to the item. All right, Lucky brand. Okay, like your classic medium polo top. Or not really polo, it's a Henley. It has some button detailing in here. The only thing I'm kind of struggling with is the pattern. I think I see why they picked it. I asked for something with some cute embellishments, like I appreciate nice buttons and pearl accents and things like that. So I think they did pick it because they were like, oh, well, this has little floral antique brass buttons. I think she might like this because of that element. It does feel really soft, I will say. Okay, putting this. Ooh. All right. Okay, so to be honest, I was going to do an initial reaction for every single piece in the box, but the more I thought about it, the more I realized that initial reactions work great for quite a few things, but it doesn't always work so hot for clothing, because some of my favorite pieces are those that my friend suggested I wear that I would not myself have picked off the rack at all, and those pieces ended up being my favorites. So I felt that the more important content would be how the items fit and what I ultimately decided to keep from the box, as well as just how I felt about the first box experience. So yeah, decided to speed this section up a little bit and clarify that. Oh, and also I do want to note that had I read that welcome note a little more carefully, I would have seen that their intention is to send a few pieces that could be a surprise, ones that I would not primarily just pick out, of my own accord. So their goal is to try to find that piece you wouldn't have picked for yourself that you love. And I think that would have clarified a few things, my confusion of why a few pieces ended up in my box. So yeah, on to the show. About 4 tops, a dress, 2 pairs of jeans, and a skirt. Cool. Let's see how some of these fit. This is very tight. This is very form-fitting. So I was curious to see how the fit on these clothes was going to work out, because since THREDUP did not ask for my weight, or undergarment sizes, I was curious to see how well they'd be able to grab the fit for me. StitchFIX was very impressive on how well they matched the fit to what I put in as my preferred style. Not only did every single piece fit, well, except for one. About 80% of the pieces fit like a dream, and only one piece was a little bit too oversized for my tastes. Now I will say, this piece does fit. I actually do like it better on than I did in the box. Yeah. Definitely, I have a little mirror over here. Definitely like it better on than I did in the box. I might debate keeping it. I don't know. This little detail's kind of nice. I do like that it's really fitted, but at the same time, it's not really calling out any trouble zones. Not bad. Pew! Ta-da! All right. I don't know how I feel about this piece. I think mainly because I have been kind of shying away from t-shirts a little bit and that super duper casual style. Been kind of edging my way more towards blouses and button-up tops, and not even really button-up tops, but just tops with a little bit more pizzazz and a more of a drapey fit than a cleany fit. I mean, the fit actually it's a really good fit and t-shirt. I think it looks pretty nice. I think it works really well with my skin tone. It would be probably for personal stylistic reasons in my closet and my attempts at minimalism that would cause me to stray away from this. But I'm actually pretty happy with the fit. Also, why don't models like hold their arms out and stand in realistic body positions? I see too many models doing weird little like this, and it doesn't give me a good interpretation of how the clothes will actually fit my frame. But we'll consider it. Might take another try on to figure this one out and decide if we'll keep it or not. Obviously, I have a few pieces I'm a little iffy on, but that's bound to happen. I didn't shop for myself, and sometimes I get iffy even if I'm the one picking these pieces out. It's a rather springy, sproiny top. It's so boingy. It's actually not as cropped as I thought it would be. It's really, I kind of like it with my red hair. I kind of like this pinky color. I kind of like the swing factor. I guess it's a matter of if I think the print's a little too bold to fit in with my minimalistic vibes, or if it's okay because a lot of my patterns are either stripes or florals. I don't really delve too much in the world of patterns such as plaids or polka dots, so since I do one or the other, maybe it's okay. And then I think you're supposed to, I don't know, I think you're supposed to be able to do that, but it kind of feels like it could pop up on my shoulders. See how it's doing that? It's riding right back up. I never know how you're supposed to wear off the shoulder garments. Is that how you're supposed to wear them? I think actually really this is supposed to be like just really wide on the shoulders. I don't think it's necessarily supposed to be an off the shoulder garment, but I think I think this is how it's supposed to sit. I just don't do off the shoulder tops that often now. I appreciate the fit on the arms though. This is a very nice flowy blouse. I kind of love this swingy cut. This might be a keeper. And it is from one of my favorite stores. All right. Oh no, not the final top, but the pink top I was talking about. Feel a little fussy about the neckline. It kind of feels like this neckline is already stretched out. Overall, the fit is really great, and the color does look good on me. I'm just not sure if this is my style. Again, it's another t-shirt, and I'm kind of steering myself away towards a heavy t-shirt closet. It's just me. I'm just kind of like, I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to class up a t-shirt, whereas some of the other tops could go super casual or not. We'll see, but pretty happy with the fit. I am a little worried about the neckline. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Let's try the athletic top. Athletic top can actually be zipped. It's a zippy top. Yes. Okay, what is this thing? Oh. All right. Oh, what's in the pocket? Oh. It's the little tie nub from the t-shirt. There was nothing in the pocket. I was like, did someone leave something in the pocket? This is a really good fitting shirt. I could see definitely using this for hikes with the dogs or, yeah, it's your classic athletic top that's a zip up. It's a little fitted. It's not too tight. It does look a little weird with this t-shirt. I don't recommend pairing it with a shirt like this with extra little like bunchy details because right now it's kind of putting a lot of weird stuff in places I would rather not highlight to the people and the masses. But I gotta say though, so far the fit on these things has been pretty good. I don't know. There's some things I'm definitely gonna have to consider for a day or two to decide if I'm gonna keep it or if I'm gonna go ahead and return it back just because of my personal style, my personal lookbook. all in all, good effort. Yeah, unfortunately we have a little issue here. I'm not gonna be able to button these jeans up. They are way too tight. This is why I really wanted them to ask for the weight. Yeah, this is not gonna work. I felt like athletic bottoms require an athletic top. I will say these do fit pretty nicely. They are pretty comfy. Zippers are kind of annoying. Okay, when you zip them up, they don't look too bad. Now they don't bulge. When you leave them unzipped, they do this weird bulge thing that I don't like. But now they're zipped, they look fine. We might hang on to these. These seem pretty good little athletic pants. I will say this though. Could not even get into these distressed wide leg jeans. Yeah, no way. They were like, hey, do you want to jump into a pair of 100% cotton, no stretch jeans? No, thank you. Couldn't even get them past my hips. Boo. This might be a keeper. It's got a nice weight and sheen to it. Seems to fit really nicely. Goes with my shoes. And I could definitely see, I could see pairing this with some nude pumps especially, or some knee-high boots. So I think this might be a keeper. Let me look in the mirror again. I'm kind of calling this a no. I'm gonna say this is a no. I don't know. There's something about the weight of the fabric. I love the idea of this 70s style kind of like bell sleeve and everything, but when I put it on me, it feels too heavy. It feels really heavy. It kind of feels really mature. It also kind of points out to areas I'd rather not highlight to the world. I'm gonna say probably return this one back. I tried. Well, that was interesting. Not what I expected. Unfortunately, quite a few of the tops weren't totally in my style wish list bucket. Like I said before though, they only gave me about 8 options of pre-curated outfits where they're like, is this your style or is this your style? Do you like this? Do you love this? Do you not like this? I think we need to really compile a collection of about 25 to 30 different outfits to get a better feel for what someone might be looking for. You can't look at 8 outfits and be like, boom, I got it. Unless a lot of the outfits lean more heavily towards one style spectrum versus another. Like if you show someone where 50% are retro and then then there's like a scattered percentage of maybe bohemian style tops or very athletic leisure type outfits and things like that. And the person like 100% is like, I love the retro stuff. I don't love the bohemian stuff, and I really don't love the athletic stuff. Maybe that would make it easier, but with my type of style where I'm kind of like, I'm trying to be a minimalist, I just feel like the mark got missed a little bit, unfortunately. As much as I love the idea of the secondhand clothing box, also pants didn't fit. The only bottoms that fit were the skirt and the athletic pants, because obviously they stretchy. They're very comfy. The jeans didn't work out. That was a bummer. I was kind of hoping to get at least one more pair of like trousers I can wear out of the house. Now the skirt works. The skirt, I will probably incorporate that into my wardrobe. I think it'll work fine. Yeah. Ooh. Out of 10 stars, what would I give it? I'll have to get back to you on that. Now I did want to show some of the pieces that I kept from my Stitch Fix box too. So they sent me 5 pieces, and out of the 5 Stitch Fix pieces, I kept 3. Thankfully with the $100 credit, I think it only cost me 55 bucks out of pocket. So one of the Stitch Fix items I kept was this silky soft sweater with a lacy back. I know it kind of goes against what I said with dark colors, but I did love the strappy back so much. I decided to make an exception. The second Stitch Fix item that I kept was this guy. It's a really flattering sweater dress. It skims the body. It shows off the right places of curves without being tight. And it's super, super soft and warm. So this was a keeper. It's a little bit of lighter gray. So kind of works with that lighter color palette I was talking about, right? Sure. All right, and these, woohoo, jeans. They are a high-waisted jean, a light wash denim. They button up all the way up the thigh, or up the thigh. Oh, that's interesting. They button all the way to the waist. There's no zipper, and they're skinny leg. I went skinny leg on this one, and they fit. Hi, this is gonna be a tough one. Yeah, I really wish the pants in the THREDUP box had fit better. I think if I'd been able to get some better fitting trousers, that would have made me go, oh yeah, I really love this box. Like, this is amazing. I don't have to spend hours trying on jeans, because when you got my style hips and thighs, a jeans try-on is incredibly time-consuming and annoying and frustrating. It usually ends up in me leaving the place without a single pair, like not one. I'm just like, this is awful. And then I was actually kind of hoping they would gear me towards trousers, because I think I was kind of steering away from the jeans, and I was like, I want pants, like I want trousers, and I don't feel like my voice was heard. I also specifically said, hey, I like lavenders and oatmeals and silver grays, like can we incorporate those lighter colors in? And I don't feel like that voice was heard. I feel like there's a little miscommunication happening. Now it could be, I've heard that with a lot of these types of subscription boxes, they get a better feel for who you are the longer you use them. So the more you're exchanging, you're sending back your discards, and you're keeping your keepers, the better they can assess your style. So hopefully if I do decide to do a THREDUP box again, we would be able to nail it. I am a little afraid though that the jeans thing is just, it's gonna be better through Stitch Fix. I hate to say it, but like, Stitch Fix gave me a pair of jeans that fit beautifully in their one shot. They gave me one pair, and that one pair fit amazingly. Like, it was perfect. It was spot on fit. And I think part of that's because they did ask for the weight and the undergarment sizes. So they took into account your proportions in very specific areas, as well as how heavy or light the weight on your frame might be. I think maybe my advice to THREDUP would be to take the weight into account as well. Take a person's weight, ask for those specific measurements, like really get it very granular on the info you're asking from your clients, and I think you'll achieve a better fit. Yeah, that would be my advice. I guess I would say pros, they're secondhand clothing. They pick out a mix of clothes for you. They're a little bit more affordable than Stitch Fix, like for sure. Definitely a good chunk more affordable. They're about, most of the pieces for half the price of my Stitch Fix pieces. And then also you get 10 to 15 pieces instead of only 5. Pros to Stitch Fix, everything seems to pretty much fit the first go around. No issues with the fit not panning out. No issues with pants being too tight. Granted, they only gave me one pair of pants, right? It could be their second round's gonna flop, but somehow they really nailed it on the fit for almost every single piece. Which one would I go with again? It's a tough decision. If I were going with bottoms and I have a hard time trying on jeans and trousers and getting a good fit, I'd probably lean more to Stitch Fix, because they nailed it so well with the one pair of jeans they sent me. And unfortunately, none of the structured pants / jeans that THREDUP gave me fit. So I have to say Stitch Fix kind of nailed it on the first go round if you're going for bottoms. If you're going for tops though, I mean, I could see benefits to both. THREDUP gave me a lot of tops that seemed to fit pretty well. Again, like I said, I think the more we talk through and I go through the process, the better they'll be able to capture my actual style and kind of nail it right on the head. So if I was going more for tops or athletic outfits, I'd probably go with THREDUP. But yeah, if you're looking strictly like you really need trousers, you really need jeans, you hate going into the stores and trying on different pants, I would go Stitch Fix for that. Yep. So yeah, I hope this review was helpful and thanks for staying tuned. Bye.